Hello, it is Tuesday, November the 12th, and this is the Greenbrier Valley Church of the Nazarene with your daily devotion for today. And our devotion is, we are continuing in the book of Esther, chapter 8. We will be looking at verses 7 through 12, and here is the word of the Lord. At once the royal secretaries were summoned. On the 23rd day of the 3rd month, the month of Sivan, they wrote out all Mordecai's orders to the Jews and to the satraps, governors, and nobles of the 127 provinces stretching from India to Cush. These orders were written in the script of each province and the language of each people, and also to the Jews in their own script and language. Mordecai wrote in the name of King Xerxes, sealed the dispatches with the king's signet ring, and sent them by mounted couriers who rode fast horses especially bred for the king. The king's edict granted the Jews in every city the right to assemble and protect themselves, to destroy, kill, and annihilate the armed men of any nationality or province who might attack them and their women and children, and to plunder the property of their enemies. The day appointed for the Jews to do this in all the province of King Xerxes was the 13th day of the 12th month, the month of Adar. And that is the word of the Lord. The article today by Austin Troyer is News Worth Living For. It's just too good to be true. This refrain can be heard as we sift through news stories. It can be hard to discern the truth, even in the good news. We question, what bias do they have? There has to be another side to the story. Where's the catch? Esther had a king who had to be convinced to do something good. She had to risk much just to see that the king ensured the safety of her people. An edict written to address the oppression of all the Jews in their own language and sealed by the king. Now that was some surprising good news worth sharing. Here's some good news that we should receive with confidence. God, the King of Kings, did not need to be convinced to send salvation to those who were far off. Esther's story reminds us that God's desire has always been the freedom of the oppressed. God sent Jesus to accomplish this mission. The gospel of Christ is an edict over the whole world, sealed by the Holy Spirit. Christ sets free all who turn to Him. God's message reads, glorious freedom. That is good news, worth believing. Glorious Freedom by Hal Norlinus is the hymn. Glorious freedom, wonderful freedom, no more chains of sin I repine. Jesus, the glorious emancipator, now and forever, He shall be mine. And from the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, verse 7, let them turn to the Lord, and He will have mercy on them, and to our God, for He will freely pardon. And this is your daily devotion for Tuesday, November the 12th. Have a blessed day.